Hello, knowledge seekers. In this episode of 20-Minute Books, we explore the compelling insights of Words Can Change Your Brain by Andrew Newberg and Mark Robert Waldman. Published in 2012, this book serves as a practical guide on mastering the art of communication through understanding the brain's inherent behaviors and responses. Andrew Newberg, a prominent neuroscientist specializing in neurotheology, along with Mark Robert Waldman, an expert in leadership and personal development, utilize their extensive knowledge in brain-based strategies to illustrate how we can enhance our abilities to listen, express ourselves effectively, and build trust and cooperation in our interactions. Their approach not only sheds light on the science of communication, but also offers actionable advice for engaging in more compassionate and effective conversations. This book is a must-read for anyone looking to improve their communication skills, approach challenging conversations with confidence, and gain a deeper understanding of how our words can profoundly influence our brains and relationships. Whether you are a professional aiming to hone your communication prowess or simply a curious individual fascinated by the science behind human interaction, Words Can Change Your Brain offers valuable lessons that can transform the way you connect with others. Words Can Change Your Brain. 12. Conversation strategies to build trust, resolve conflict, and increase intimacy. Introduction. Unlock the secrets to effective communication. We often underestimate the complexity of human interaction. Despite spending a significant portion of our lives engaging with others, we frequently falter in our ability to communicate effectively. This shortcoming affects everything from our personal relationships to our professional lives, causing misunderstandings and conflicts that could easily be avoided. The good news is that effective communication is a skill that can be mastered. This narrative teaches you how to enhance your communication skills through 12 comprehensive steps designed to improve how you prepare for and engage in conversations. By following these guidelines, you will learn to approach dialogues with greater focus and sincerity, fostering an atmosphere of trust and understanding. During this exploration, you will discover practical strategies such as quieting the internal chatter that distracts from truly listening, the power of brevity in making your point clear and impactful, and understanding the limitations of our brains in processing and expressing complex ideas. These insights provide a roadmap to transforming the way you interact, ensuring that you convey your thoughts and feelings in the most effective manner possible. Part 1. Prepare your mind for effective communication like an athlete prepares for a race. Just as athletes meticulously prepare their bodies before a major event, effective communicators must train their minds. The art of communication isn't just about talking. It begins with the right mental preparation. This essential groundwork is captured in the first 3 steps out of a 12-step program designed to perfect your communication skills. The foundation for all effective communication is a mind that is calm, present, and silent. Consider how being in a bad mood can cause unintended harsh replies, even to someone who might not be at fault. This illustrates the direct impact of mental state on communication. To counter this, the initial step in enhancing your communicative ability is to quiet your mind. One might wonder, how can you achieve such calmness, especially under stress? Start simple, with relaxation. A mere 60 seconds of focused breathing exercises before a conversation can significantly shift your mental state. A groundbreaking 2007 study by the United States National Academy of Sciences found that this short exercise activates the brain areas responsible for managing mood and enhancing social and communicative abilities. Moving to the second step, practicing presence. By concentrating on your breathing, you anchor yourself in the current moment. This focus helps you pay attention to the nuances in the other person's words and the underlying emotions, making your response more thoughtful and accurate. However, maintaining this presence is a challenge for many as minds tend to wander. This brings us to the third step: silencing the inner voice. Every person has a continuous internal dialogue, which can be a major distraction during real life conversations. This mental chatter not only disconnects you from the conversation, but often results in communication breakdowns. To better manage this, try a simple bell exercise. Ring a bell and focus intently on the sound until it completely fades away. Then shift your focus to the ensuing silence. Repeating this practice can heighten your concentration and gradually help reduce the internal dialogues that intrude during conversations. Mastering these initial steps, calming the mind, remaining present, and reducing internal noise, sets a solid foundation for more advanced communication skills. This kind of mental preparation equips you to engage in conversations with clarity and empathy, much like an athlete steps onto the track, ready and focused for the race ahead. Part 2. Boost your brain and communication skills with a positive outlook. Encountering someone who perpetually dwells on the negative aspects of life can be exhausting. Whether they are griping about slow service or perpetual traffic, the negativity tends to permeate their interactions and can leave those around them feeling drained. However, the consequences of a negative mindset extend beyond just dampening spirits. It can actually impair brain function. The fourth step in enhancing your communication abilities involves adopting a more positive perspective. The core idea here is straightforward but powerful: improving your communication and brain function through positive thinking. Negativity does tangible harm to the brain. Expressing even minor negative thoughts triggers the release of stress hormones in your brain and in the brains of your listeners. These hormones foster anxiety and irritability, diminishing your capacity to cooperate and trust. Worse yet, sustained exposure to stress hormones can degrade memory, hamper cognitive abilities, and even increase prejudiced behaviors. So, how can one cultivate positivity? Leveraging your imagination is a surprisingly effective strategy. For instance, envisioning a successful and positive outcome before entering an important discussion can actually influence the reality of the interaction. Research from Purdue University in 2010 supports this, suggesting that those who enter conversations with a positive expectation often experience more satisfactory outcomes. Furthermore, it's vital to balance negative and positive thoughts regarding your relationship with others. Psychologist Barbara Fredrickson suggests a ratio of 3 positive thoughts to every negative one as a baseline for healthy interactions. If you aspire not just to avoid conflict, but to truly enhance communication outcomes, aim for 5 positive thoughts for each negative one. However, on days when negativity overwhelms and positivity seems out of reach, it may be wise to delay important conversations. Waiting until you can approach discussions with a positive mindset not only enhances the interaction, but protects your brain from the corrosive effects of stress hormones. By fostering a positive outlook, you can significantly improve the quality of your communications and your overall cognitive health. Part 3. Let your core values be the compass for your communication journey. Imagine embarking on a journey to a picturesque destination without a map or a means to communicate with your travel companions. Such a scenario can swiftly turn a dream trip into a series of frustrating and disorienting experiences. This analogy resonates deeply when we think about interpersonal communication. Just as you need a map to navigate unfamiliar territories, you need your inner values to guide your interactions. This brings us to the fifth step in enhancing your communicative effectiveness: reflecting and acting on your inner values. These values serve as your compass, not only guiding your actions, but also ensuring your communications are authentic and true to yourself. The key concept here is straightforward yet profound. Identify your inner values and let them steer your actions and communication. Understanding your personal values might seem like a daunting task, as these are often shaped by diverse influences, including our upbringing, culture, religion, and societal norms. However, identifying these values is essential for maintaining integrity and purpose in how you communicate. To start uncovering your core values, Consider this simple exercise. Find a quiet place, take a pen and paper, and allow yourself a few moments to relax deeply. Once settled, ponder deeply about what values resonate with your true self. Think about the elements that bring genuine joy and fulfillment to your life. As images or keywords emerge in your mind, note them down. Repeating this exercise periodically helps you keep in touch with these values and ensures that they are reflected in your daily interactions. By verbally articulating and affirming these values, you embed them deeper into your consciousness, which strengthens your resolve to act upon them. This personal reflection not only solidifies your own understanding, but prepares you for more effective communication with others. For instance, consider a challenging talk you need to have with a significant other. Expressing your fundamental values can foster an environment of empathy and mutual respect. It's a strategy often employed in couples therapy because it encourages participants to acknowledge and respect each other's perspectives, paving the way for more supportive and understanding interactions. Researchers at University of California, Los Angeles, uncovered that individuals who consistently reflect on their core values are less likely to be overwhelmed by stress. This resilience derives from a clear understanding of and adherence to one's valued principles, providing a reliable framework through which all challenges are navigated. By letting your inner values guide your communication, you not only remain true to yourself but also enhance the quality and effectiveness of your interactions, turning every conversation into a journey worth taking. Part 4. Your facial expressions speak volumes in communication. Did you know that our faces are capable of over 10,000 different expressions? While it's nearly impossible to recognize them all, our facial expressions play a critical role in how we communicate and how others perceive our intentions. Remember how a teacher's stern look could make you feel uneasy? That's the power of nonverbal communication at play. This chapter emphasizes a crucial aspect of interpersonal interactions. When communicating, expressions are just as important as words. The ideal facial expression for most conversations is one that exudes interest, kindness, and trustworthiness. A perfect example of this is the serene and mysterious half-smile of Leonardo da Vinci's Mona Lisa. While it might seem challenging to exactly replicate the Mona Lisa's smile, you can invoke a similarly effective expression by recalling a happy memory. This technique is part of the 6th step toward refining your communication skills. Thinking of a joyful moment, particularly one involving someone you care deeply about, naturally eases your facial muscles into a gentle and warm expression, similar to that famous smile. This not only makes you appear more approachable and empathetic, but also enhances your receptiveness to open and honest communication. To further understand the impact of facial expressions, try an exercise. Stand in front of a mirror and practice forming expressions that convey anger, sadness, and fear. Recognizing these expressions and the feelings they evoke can help you control them during conversations, preventing miscommunication caused by unintentional signals. Stepping beyond facial expressions, the 7th step in your communication journey involves heightening your awareness of all nonverbal cues, including body language. The congruence between what you say and how your body communicates is fundamental. Inconsistent signals can confuse or mislead your audience. For example, comedians masterfully use their facial expressions and gestures to enhance their storytelling, captivating the audience more effectively. Moreover, being attuned to others' nonverbal cues allows you to gauge their true feelings and reactions. Subtle shifts in someone's posture or facial expressions might indicate discomfort, annoyance, or the onset of distress. By picking up on these cues, you can address potential issues before they escalate, navigating conversations with greater empathy and effectiveness. Understanding and controlling your facial expressions and recognizing those of others can profoundly influence the dynamics of your communication, making each interaction more genuine and productive. Part 5. Enhance connection through appreciation and a warm communication tone. The old adage, "You catch more flies with honey than with vinegar," holds profound truth in the realm of communication. People naturally gravitate towards warmth and positivity rather than hostility or coldness. Imagine receiving a phone call where the caller's tone is harsh right from the start. Chances are you'd struggle to remain open or responsive. This scenario underscores the vital role that tone and word choice play in successful communication. The key to fostering openness and cooperation lies in how you express appreciation and use a warm tone. This is the essence of the eighth and ninth steps in improving your communication skills. Beginning and concluding conversations with sincere compliments can transform the dynamics of an interaction. This practice of expressing genuine appreciation not only sets a positive tone, but also makes others more receptive to your messages. It's crucial, however, that these compliments are heartfelt and reflect true sentiments of respect and admiration. One of the authors shares an anecdote about a publisher who would always offer compliments before discussing revisions. This approach made the author more receptive to feedback and suggestions, illustrating the power of positive reinforcement. If the conversation doesn't naturally allow for expressions of gratitude, consider sending a follow-up message or note. This gesture can reinforce the positive atmosphere and ensure the other party feels valued. The ninth step focuses on the tone of your voice, which can significantly impact how your message is perceived. A warm tone conveys compassion and sincerity and has been shown to promote cooperation. A study conducted by the University of Amsterdam in 2009 highlighted how warmth in leadership styles enhances team collaboration. For a practical how-to, think back to caring interactions you have had in the past. How did your voice sound? Lowering your pitch can also be effective, as shown in a University of Houston study, where oncologists who spoke in softer, lower tones were perceived as more empathetic by their patients. While it's important to utilize a warm tone, congruence between your tone and your words is essential. Incongruence, such as speaking sweetly while expressing anger, can lead to confusion and undermine your message. By integrating genuine appreciation and a consistently warm tone into your communications, you not only enhance your relationships, but also encourage a culture of positivity and mutual respect in all your interactions. Part 6. Master the art of effective communication by speaking less and listening more. Consider the human brain, a marvel with over 100 billion neurons, interconnected by approximately a quadrillion synapses. Despite its immense computing power, the brain is limited in how much information it can process at once, just 4 bits. This limitation underscores the necessity of clear and concise communication. To truly connect in conversations, it's essential to say less, speak slowly, and listen deeply. These principles form the crux of improving your communication skills, especially as we explore steps 10 to 12. Step 10 emphasizes the importance of speaking slowly. This approach not only aids comprehension, but also cultivates a sense of respect and calm in interactions. Rapid speech can create tension or fear, while a slower pace helps your listener digest the information being presented. Alongside speaking slowly is the 11th step, being succinct. Noted public speakers, educators, and performers understand that brevity enhances understanding. Ideally, you should limit your speaking to segments of 30 seconds before pausing, which allows your listener to fully process the information or inquire further. On occasions where longer explanations are necessary, give your listener a heads up to maintain their focused attention. Effective communication isn't just about how you speak, it also hinges on how well you listen. This brings us to the 12th step, deep listening. This final principle is perhaps the most crucial, integrating earlier steps such as maintaining mental focus and observing nonverbal cues. Deep listening involves truly engaging with what the other person is saying without interruptions. If interruption is unavoidable, it should be handled with care. Apologize first, affirming the importance of the speaker's message. Furthermore, responding appropriately to what has been said is vital. Shifting the topic abruptly or revisiting previous statements can disrupt the flow and impact of the conversation. By combining these approaches, speaking slowly and succinctly while listening attentively, you equip yourself with a robust toolkit for effective communication. Applying these techniques across different areas of your life can significantly enhance both personal and professional interactions, fostering understanding and respect in all your conversations. Final summary. Effective communication is not a talent you're born with, but rather a skill that can be developed through deliberate practice and specific strategies. By following 12 well-defined steps, you can transform how you communicate both in your personal and professional life. Begin by calming your mind and focusing on the present moment to eliminate distractions and enhance your attentiveness. Internal dialogue often interferes with our ability to listen and connect, so learning to quiet this inner chatter is crucial. Next, cultivate a positive outlook. Positivity not only impacts your mood, but also influences how others perceive and respond to you. This optimistic approach should be coupled with an awareness of your deepest values, allowing these principles to guide your interactions and ensure they are meaningful and genuine. Another pivotal step involves harnessing the power of nonverbal communication. Remember, facial expressions like a genuine smile can set a welcoming tone for any conversation. Being mindful of both your own and others' body language and expressions can provide significant insights into unspoken feelings and attitudes. Furthermore, the way you speak, utilizing a warm tone, speaking slowly, and keeping your statements brief, greatly affects how your message is received. These techniques ensure clarity and facilitate better understanding, making it easier for others to engage with and absorb your words. Finally, listening is perhaps the most important skill in effective communication. Deep, attentive listening shows respect for your conversation partners and helps you respond more thoughtfully and appropriately to their needs and perspectives. By integrating these nuances into your communication strategy, you set the stage for more productive and harmonious interactions. Practice these steps diligently and watch as your communication skills enhance the quality of both your relationships and your overall life experiences. Thank you for joining me today on this journey of learning and discovery as we explored the insights of another thought-provoking book in our growing library of knowledge. If you've enjoyed our time together, please take a moment to follow our podcast, give us a 5-star rating, and share 20-minute books with other knowledge seekers. Your support truly means a lot. Don't forget to join me again in the next episode, where we will delve into another enriching book. Until then, happy reading and happy listening.